Hey guys, what is up? It is Greg here from Personal Evolution. Today, coming at you with another GameStop special. Yes, it is the day that we have all been waiting for. Robinhood announced last night that it was lifting restrictions on GameStop. And what a response we've had this morning already. We're up, what are we up? 37%? Up at 73, and this thing is flying. You see the volume of buy orders coming in down here. Huge buying activity. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we've been waiting for, I guess. Um, for Robinhood to lift these restrictions, like we said, this has been kind of a long time coming because Robinhood raised about 3 billion in extra cash to have the correct amount of liquid assets to cover the positions. And yeah, now we're seeing it fly. I think this looks like it's already it's either broken or we've been halted. So I guess we've been halted because we're up 37%, 37% in less than 24 minutes. So yeah, it's been a good start to the day. Let's see where it gets to. Today I was gonna just do a bit of a recap of what the original GameStop theory was and how it's been doing recently. I released a video yesterday saying there was some exciting news, and yeah, that still holds true because GameStop added an ex-CEO, ex-Amazon C-suite executive to their board. This chap has run AWS, parts of the AWS business, so real strong e-commerce, and another person from the Chewy um, company, which, as we all know, is Ryan Cohen's ex-company. And so, yeah, really looking like a good. I suppose the question is GameStop a buy again, given the bullish sentiment we've had on the e-commerce side, and yeah, where we think the stock could get to. So having a quick look at the charts, we're now trading at a price to sales. This was before the market opened, or as market closed last night. The price to sales was about 0.43. Now, if we remember a while back, it was trading at something like half the amount of revenue it was getting, which was historically low. So now we're back to a more normal level, given, well, as this chart I'm looking at said 52, and I think that was at the close last night. So now back to a more normal level, or what you'd expect the price to be. You still got the short sellers, the short interest. That is at, let me find the float. Oh God, where's it gone? Short float, 121% according to this. So we're still, super high. We've got an analyst mean target price of 13.44. I think that might be a bit out of date now. Not convinced that they've updated that in a while. But yeah, I was coming back to looking at the original thesis. So the original thesis, in short, was GameStop is undervalued as a kind of a financial dynamic. It's making a huge push into e-commerce. We knew that its e-commerce sales were up 300% year over year, but the ailing business side of it was these bricks and mortar. So Ryan Cohen came on board, gave them a kick up the arse. It looks like they're listening to this big push from retail investors, and they're going, right, we are gearing up seriously to take on this e-commerce play. So the question is, how big can this get? Well, only time will tell, because 99% of business is execution. I consult for startups, and I see this non-stop. I see people messing it up all the time, and yeah, it's going to be a huge hurdle turning this business around. They're going to have to get rid of, what was it, 200 stores or something they have. In It's still in function in malls and stuff that are kind of not being used at the moment, or seeing much lower footfall. But they do have a huge presence in the gaming industry, and I think, well, we can only speculate. But this saga with GameStop, I think we're about to see earnings being released. When is their earnings actually? Because well, my personal view is a load of redditors are going to have gone to GameStop and bought a load of stuff that they wouldn't, that none of the analysis is expecting. GameStop, what am I searching? Earnings report. Earnings report. Da, 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 da. When is it? Earning announcement. 25th of March. So we've got a while to wait until the earnings announcement. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a big jump in how much they've earned. Um, as a wise man once said, all publicity is good publicity, and I think this whole saga will have done wonders for its sales. I think there'll be people who are siding on it, kind of cheering on the underdog to do well, and I think we'll see that come out in their earnings report. So, yeah, coming back to the question of how high can it go, if these guys execute perfectly, which I'll hold my hand up and say it's unlikely. We've got Ryan Cohen. If he gets a board seat, that would be great. Or if he gets more power on the board, even that would be amazing. They seem to be taking it seriously. They got the e-commerce guys coming in, those big things. Yeah, it could go. It could go to the moon. But at the moment, trading it, I'm not sure I'd be in at now 73. I think personally, I'm going to see until this kind of crazy activity settles down a bit, and when we're trading back to fundamentals. Right now, I think a lot of people are looking for this squeeze still. Do I think that's going to happen? The longer this takes, I think the harder it's going to be for the shorts to close out their positions, but I also think it will give them more time to cover them. What I mean by that is the longer the price stays depressed, the cheaper it is for the shorts to kind of cover themselves. But if we see kind of a long time above where the shorts want it to be, so they want the price to be 13 to exit. If we see this hanging on, around the 70s, 100 mark, the shorts are going to be burning cash, keeping their position open, because obviously you don't make money and you don't lose money until you've closed the positions, right? At the moment, it's just paper. It's just a number on a bank account. So yeah, if the shorts can keep financing their positions, the squeeze isn't going to happen. If anyone's interested, I'll drop a link to the VW squeeze that happened in 2008. That's where most people are referring to. What we saw was the price jump because all the shorts had to start selling their positions. And yeah, so do I think that's going to happen? I think it's unlikely. I think there's enough cash in the hedge funds and stuff to keep them afloat. So yeah, I think generally we're going to see kind of this battle between ups and downs for a bit longer yet. I think it'll go on next week, maybe the week after. But slowly, I believe it will come down to maybe around the 50 trading mark, because that's a reasonable kind of price to evaluate, a reasonable valuation for the company to be at, in my opinion. Again, you can argue with me, I don't mind. And yeah, I think that's all for today. Just a short one then. And yeah, if you like the content, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, give us a thumbs down. I guess that's good. Maybe not. But either way, give us a subscribe and leave a comment saying what you agreed with, disagreed with. And I want to make a proper one on the fundamentals again soon. So I'll do a bit more research over the weekend and bring that out. So yeah, please stay tuned. And I hope you're enjoying this kind of detour from the usual stuff. Although the channel is quite new, so maybe it's not usual yet. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.